Today, I'll show you how to use our tool EzCareer.AI and how this tool can give you an extra leg up to push your competitive edge in this current job market. We'll start by going to our main website. It's www.EzCareer.AI.com. Once we're here, we can click Get Started. When you're first time registering, you can just either log in with Google or input your own email address. Once you have done that, this is our registration process page where you can input the necessary information. If you are currently a student, please select the student status. And your major and your degree. And then during the registration, you're allowed to upload one version of your resume, and we recommend using the PDF. Once you have uploaded the first version of your resume, now the second page, this is where you can input your career goals, and we allow you to choose up to 3 different positions. So data scientist, machine learning engineer, and the employment type that you're looking for, and also the application goal, like how many resumes you're trying to apply every week. And here you can choose the locations where you prefer to work at, and later on we'll, based on those personalized attributes, to recommend any similar positions that fit your resume. And if you're open to remote, please select this. And the next page, this is where you can input the position type, whether you're looking for an internship or more entry level, associate level, mid senior level, and then what size of the company you're looking for. More startups or bigger companies. And the last page is your expected salary range, and you can just scroll the bar to select your desired salary. Once you have clicked continue, here's a brief demo video about how to use our product. And then meanwhile, you can also go to our Chrome extension download page. If you haven't downloaded our tools, you can click here, and then this is where you can download our tool. So when you log in, when you first time click it, this is how it looks like, and then you can just click add to Chrome, add to extension. And then once the product is downloaded, it's gonna show over here. You can click the extension panel, and then click this button. It will pin the extension to your extension panel, so later on you can access it easier. Yeah, and once you have downloaded and you open it, this is how the extension looks like. It will appear on the side panel for you, and also you can always adjust the size of the extension as well. And coming back here, once everything is processed and then you have already downloaded your extension, you can just go to your profile. And once you are in your profile, this is another tutorial page. I suggest that you actually follow the steps, not just directly skip it. And this is where you can change the resume, like the section orders on your resume. And every time when you first time register or uploading a new resume, please verify all the attributes on your resume. Make sure everything is parsed correctly. And then if you have a coupon when you register, and this is where you can activate your coupon. And next, this is your personal dashboard page. And then during the registration, you chose your weekly application goal, and this is where it's gonna show you the process. And then this is the total statistics about your current job search. It will show you how many jobs you have saved, you have applied, you have analyzed, how many interviews you're getting, how many offers, and how many reach out messages you have sent with our tool. And then this is a weekly statistic comparison for you, so you know where you're at compared to the previous week. And then these are the career goals that you have selected during the registration. So You can later on edit your goals, or you can add maximum to 3 different career goals. And once everything is finished, this is what your personalized dashboard will look like. And over here, it shows you the trending keywords for data scientist positions in the past 1 month. And also, if you click machine learning engineer, these are the top trending keywords for machine learning engineer positions. Over here is how many data scientist positions are opened within United States in the last 7 days. And down here is a salary change for data scientist roles, divided by entry level, mid level, and the senior level positions. And now we can go to the profile page. So over here, as I mentioned, this is where you can input your coupon if you have one, and it will automatically activate all the premium features for you. And this is the resume I have uploaded. I have a summary section, have an education section, have skills, work experience, and then project sections. Every attributes, every section on your resume, it's editable. Feel free to add or change any information as you need. And now one common question I have received is that if people doesn't want a summary section, they want to customize some other names. For example, this is how you can do it. You can add a custom section. For example, you can add a data science experience section, and then you can choose the paragraph type. If you choose a paragraph, it will show the same data structure as the summary. And then a list type is basically like skills, and then detail type is like working experience, where you have a title, you have a time, and then you have bullet points. And with our example, we'll use the data science experience. Add section, and this is new section. I can add a content. I'll just copy and paste what I have in summary. And now what I will do is that I want to delete the existing summary, and then I want to move the data science experience on the very top, so that replace my summary. And this is how you can do it. And then this is where you can upload different versions of your resume, and then once you upload a new one, you can set it as a new default, and then later on the expert analysis and then tailoring resume, also the cover letters, will use that default version of your resume as a base to do the tailoring and then generating the cover letters. Now, once you have your resume and profile reviewed and set up, now we can open up the extension. It will automatically detect you have logged in, and then we can go to LinkedIn Jobs. On the LinkedIn Jobs the job posting tab, click on any jobs. Our extension will automatically scan the job description for you, and these are the information it will show instantly. First of all, it will show you the visa sponsorship eligibility for the company you're currently looking at. And then it will scan through the minimum requirements for this position, followed by the skill match score. So all these keywords that are highlighted, meaning that we found this keyword or the skill from your resume, and it is also being required from by the employer. The higher the score, the better the alignment. So this page will give you a very good understanding about how you fit the position that you're currently looking at. And now, once this is giving us a good score, we can use our main feature, expert analysis. So once you have clicked the button, our agentic model in the backend is revising your resume, tailoring your resume to this job description, doing ATS analysis, giving you recommendations about what kind of skills or how you should revise your bullet points to better align with the position that you're looking at. And once the expert analysis is done, the resume editor will automatically pop out like this. And you can see it on the right hand side in the extension panel. This is our expert analysis reports, and then followed by the resume editor on the main screen. On the top left, you will see 2 scores. Number 1 is the overall score. You can treat this one as a verbal alignment about how your resume, the words on your resume, how well they align with the job description. And now what next to it is the ATS score. So you can treat this as a weighted utility function. There are many components in there with different weights. And then I can tell you that the biggest weight is the skill match, and then also a couple attributes. It's also looking at the qualifications like historical role alignment, education level, etc. And I recommend you going through the expert analysis report step by step, and then you'll see how this can really tailor your resume and enhance your probability of getting an interview. So in the beginning, it starts with the formatting check. So remember, the recruiter, they only use 6 to 8 seconds when they first time review your resume, and then we have to make sure that we have all the attributes they're looking at on the resume. So over here it says that I'm missing a location. So based on the location that from the job description, we can add the location in there. Everything will be on the fly. You see Los Angeles on your resume, and then once you have the location, the mark is being checked. Followed by that is the qualification checks. I touched this a little bit, so it's part of the ATS calculation. It's checking your field of study, how well does it align with the job description, and your historical role alignments, your education level alignments, and also the experience length alignments. As you can see, the from the job description, it's asking for 4+ years, but I only have 3.3. So this is telling me that, okay, I don't have the experience length. And then with the ATS tips, meaning that adding those keywords or tech stack into a resume, it will boost your chance of getting an interview, because you will be ranked higher in the ATS system. But make sure you only add them if you're capable of those skills. Yeah. If you want to add them as a keywords, so you can just directly click. As you can see, it will open up a section called Others under the Skill section, and you can just add the skills that you're comfortable with. And then once you have added those keywords, if you feel like they belongs to any existing sections on your resume under the skills, feel free to just drag them there. Yeah. And then everything will be real time, and you're directly editing your resume on this page. Another thing is that if you don't want to just add those skills as a word, we also give you the tips on like how you should integrate those skills into your existing bullet points. Like integrate LLM as a judge when describing your React chatbot project. So what I can do is that I can click this experience on my resume, and then I can add these bullet points in there. I can directly add it, and then once I have added it, I can either edit it on my own, or I can click the light bulb, and what it does is that the AI will go through the job description and your resume and help you to revise these bullet points, add those keywords into a resume. And then if you don't like them, you can either delete them like this, or you can continuously just generate a new bullet points for yourself. Yeah. So every part on your resume is editable. Once you click that section or click that bullet point, it will bring you there on the resume editor. Okay. And the next section is the professional tips. So over here, you can treat it as recruiter tips. So basically, it tells how you are fitting this this position that you're looking at, and then what are the areas that you should be focusing on or you should emphasize on your resume if you're applying to similar positions later on. And then the resume actionable plan. So you see all these yellow highlighted bullet points on your resume editor, right? So these ones are the ones that we have already revised and replaced for you. So if you don't like them, you can revert it, and then you can view the edits over here. You see the original bullet points, and then this is the revised bullet points that we have generated, tailored it for you. If you want to add it back, you can simply apply the suggestion back, so you see it will automatically add it back to your resume. And then with the further enhancements, so what it does is that the resume, now you have all those bullet points, we have revised it for you. If you want to further strengthen your bullet points, these are the areas that you can focus on, and feel free to add or edit any existing bullet points. And the last section on the expert analysis results report is once you get an interview for this position, and these are the things that you should be focusing on or preparing on for your upcoming interview. And then don't worry if you miss this, like later on we'll have a job tracker module to show you all the historical analysis reports, and then everything will be in there so you can review it on your own. And the last part on the resume editor is that we allow you to directly edit your format on the fly. So as you can see, you can directly make everything bigger or smaller to adjust your page. And then we can also try to download the resume. We can see there's a little bit of space down there. We can make the titles a little bit bigger. So, oh, okay, now it's too much. Yeah, now you have a application ready resume for you, and you can directly click save. And then we also save the position name for you as well. Yeah, and then if you prefer Word document, if you wanna like further do some font size or like style on your resume edits, feel free to download it as a Word document like this. And this is everything about the resume editor. And now I'll start going through the cover letters. Now you have a tailored version of a new version of resume for this position, and now we can start generating the cover letter. Similar experience, just one click, and now our agentic model is comparing the job description with the company, and then also learning your resume and helping you to generate this new version of personalized cover letter. So it will always start with the greetings, and then it will always pick two most relevant experience from your resume that's aligned with the job description, and then followed by one paragraph that's telling the employer why you should hire me, what's my passion, how am I the fit, and then finishing by a warm closing paragraph. Any paragraph on the cover letter here is editable. You can directly add any points that you want to, or you can remove anything you doesn't like. Yeah, and then from the cover letter we offer these three different quick revision options. So one click, the cover letter will sound more casual, more confident, or more professional upon your preference. And then another thing I want to elaborate here is that we also provide this personal touch option. So our tool can do 99% of the things for you, but that 1% of the sauce usually can make you stand out among other candidates. So this is where you can add it. So quick example, like if you're applying to Netflix, you can mention anything about your passion or your experience with movies, or you used to film like reels, mini films. So all these attributes that the AI don't know about you, and then you can add them using the personal touch. And we also have the AI memory module in the backend. So the more and more you use the personal touch option, and now our AI will know you better. So later on, the cover letters or the resume or even generating the messages, it will be more sound like you. Yeah. And then similarly, we can download as a PDF, or we can download as a Word document. And now you have a new version of your resume that's tailored to this position, and also you have a brand new personalized cover letter. And now we can jump to our next main feature, is the networking assistant. Now we can close the resume editor, and then LinkedIn always recommend you who are the first degree, second degree, or third degree connections for you who's currently working at the company you're trying to apply to. So in this case, we see Suma, we see Oscar, who's already my first degree connection. And what I can do is that I can just go to their profile, and then you will see our start a conversation button that's popped out. It will automatically detect that whether you have already connected with the person or you have not. And then we have three different options for you. One is simply reaching out, and one is you're reaching out regarding a most recent position you have saved, applied. You can search for the position as well. Or whenever you see the person you're trying to talk to, they have a hiring frame on their profile icon. Now you know that he's hiring for the team or he's an HR. Now you can open up the HR mode. And once we open up the HR mode, now the model will more emphasize on the cultural fit, on the skill fit, and also the impact you have made. I'll show you a quick example of each one. Now, let's simply just reaching out to the person. Okay, yeah. Now after a couple seconds, you see the messages being generated. It has picked up the any common ground between your resume and also the person you're trying to reach out to as a hook paragraph, and then it always followed by that we're trying to establish a coffee chat or a quick call, because usually when we directly go into a person on LinkedIn, they don't have the obligation to help you. So instead of directly asking for a referral or just handle my resume to the hiring manager, usually the best conversion is that just try to talk to the person. And once during this communication, it's the better for you to establish a deeper and more meaningful relationship with the person that you're trying to talk to. And similar as cover letter, we give you those quick revision options. You can make it more somewhat confident, casual, or professional. And now similar here, we also have personal touch options. Like example that we provide is that last time we met during a certain event, and this will establish a natural connection between you and the person you're trying to talk to. And now if we click reaching out about a recent application, and when we click this, and now you can see the message is tailored to that position. Yeah, like I have applied to this role and I want to learn about the team, the company from you. And then again, we're asking for a chat, not asking for the person to do anything for us. And finally, the HR mode. Once we have turned the HR mode on, and then we're also reaching out about a recent application. Now the message will be relatively longer, but it will point out why you should hire me. What's my skill fit? What's my cultural fit? And then this is the relatively a longer message. And then once you're ready, simply click copy message, and then you're ready to send. Simple as that. And then back to the job description page, if you are reaching out to somebody that's not your connection yet, so once we have detected that you're not yet connected with the person, we will show that. And now the message we generate for you gonna be less than 200 characters, because LinkedIn has this non-connection message letter cap. Yeah. And similarly, you can just copy the message and then send to the person you're trying to talk to. And now I want to show you guys the last feature. So the job tracker tab over here, it tracks your like how many positions you have saved, you have applied, you have analyzed. Like if you have already applied to this position we just looked at, you can simply move it to applied. And then we also recommend you positions based on your personalized like attributes, the ones that you inputted during the registration. Yeah. And then usually they are within 2 weeks, and then sometimes they're closed. But this is where you can access the job position that we're recommending to you. And then we also have this job tracker page in the EzCareer.AI.com, the main page. You see this job tracker. So on this page, we established this drag and drop experience, where you have a very good understanding about how many positions you have applied, and then how many of them you are getting an interview. Also, if you have analyzed for this position, you will see this analyzed button icon over here. And then once you click on the position, it will show you the analysis results. Like I mentioned before, you can see the interview prep tips, and you can see what are the bullet points that we have revised, and then what's the score. You can see everything as a historical, like analyzed results over here on this page.